were you looking into a lot of different companies or options for forming your company? As you mentioned, this is something you didn't have expertise in. How did you sort of end up deciding to go with StartPack, and what options were you looking at?
Yeah, so we were based in France, right? So, and we were gonna incorporate in the US for a couple of reasons, including and mostly I would say take investors' money from the US. I think we got the tips that typical non-US companies will have, which is a short list of the top 3, 2 or 3 platforms that everyone goes on. Stripe Atlas, Clerky, and I think there was a third one. And we wanted to go quiet vanilla. We wanted to go with something fairly simple, but something a little bit more advanced than plain vanilla. We wanted something like, get the status up and running, blah, blah, blah. But I remember we wanted to do the 93B. Is it the 93B?
83B. There's a lot of forms. That's it.
Right.
Yeah, you're close.
So 83B was one of this form, right? And it doesn't. So that was one thing. The other thing was we were abroad. We are not American citizens, as you can tell with my accent. And so we wanted a little bit of support. Like we didn't want just send something on Stripe and Clerky and it's great, but they have like thousands of customers and like there is no way we get instant feedback from them if anything goes wrong. So we wanted a little bit more like an hands-on, support and like processes. And so I think this is where we started to look for that ideal solutions, and we didn't see any. The closest thing we found from that was some very expensive lawyers that were not specialized into that, but they were willing to do it. And we thought that we may do that, but at the same time, we may overinvest into that because it's like, funding the company. But at the same time, we were like fairly confident that, there are lots of like setup which have been like, which are duplicable, right? It's just something that people have done again and again and again. And this is where you and I, we met. I believe we met on through my co-founder, Ferruccio, because you guys were on the on deck fellowship, right? The same fellowship.
Correct.
Right. And so Ferruccio talked to me and was like, yeah, there is this guy. These guys, they're doing, they're doing StartPack, and it's exactly what we're looking for. What do you think? And I was like, okay, let's take a call, and then the rest is history.
Well, I actually really like what you said. You were looking for vanilla, but with a little spice, and spice here is support. And also, I think another thing you highlighted was, as foreign founders, I think there are things which are unique to that circumstance or situation where hopefully someone might have that expertise. And I think that's a big reason why my partner and I started to work on this, is we felt that this is really painful. There's not enough support out there, but it's a vanilla process, which with some support and a little more spice we can deliver a fantastic experience.